everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel where I take you behind the scenes in my business. This channel is designed for anyone in business, thinking about business, or right at the start of your business, because I'm going to take you through the ups, the downs, the left, the right, just everything, week in, week out. I want this to just be really real and really show you behind the scenes what it's like to run a business when you're on your own at the start. So I hope you enjoy it. And let's get going with the week. So this week, what have we got? We've got 2 events. Visibility is something I am doubling down on this year in business. We're currently in 2026 where we're in a trust recession, which means that it's hard to build trust online. That's because of AI and all the things going on in the outside world, and influencers are becoming a bit of a headache. So what I really need to do is meet people in person, build that connection, build that trust quicker, and also learn whilst I'm at these events. So I have 2 events I'm going to this week, and that is one in Liverpool tomorrow and one in London on Thursday. Really excited, and I almost forgot where that event was. So this is going to be a good opportunity, like I say, for all the reasons previous. I've recently pivoted my business into helping people grow a strong personal brand that people know, like, and trust. So a big thing for me is doubling down on one-to-one coaching. I want to just get the best that I can be in my industry, not just through learning, but through doing, through helping different individuals get results. So I'm going to get going with that. I'll show you behind the scenes, and I hope you enjoyed this week's blog or vlog. So this is the first thing I have done today. So you'll see I've got a little reel. This is great for YouTube shorts, it's great for Instagram, it's great for TikTok. Any short form content is brilliant to just hook them in and get them straight away with what they might be struggling with and give them the solution or your thought process to help them. So I just went straight in with, look, I know that you might find it frustrating when you see people doing so well online and you're thinking, oh, but I wish I was doing that well and what am I doing wrong? And I relate to them and I say, look, I've been there myself and this is a thing that helped me. So I give them 2 solutions, and then from them solutions, if it's connecting, if they're finding that this is helping me, then I'm also looking on to take one-to-one clients if you really want to double down on personal branding. So just a nice short written post with the text. Always have the captions on because you want to be accessible, but also a lot of people read the captions when they're on a train or bits like that, so you don't always have the audio on. So there we go, and just a nice plain background, nice colours, just aesthetically pleasing. So here's a post and you'll realise it's not that long. What I could have done is probably put a bit more white space in that's a bit chunky. The easier it is for them to read, the better. So that's the first thing I did. Now I'm going to head over to Facebook and let's do some bits on Facebook. So with social media, a lot of you will know it takes up a lot of the time. So what I'm going to do, pen and paper, I'm going to come up with some ideas on what is going to be a good written post, what's a good written post with a photo, what is a good thing to put on my story so that I can just fire them all out. And the thing with social media is that you can never post too much. I like to post a lot of times if I can. I don't have a specific number. Some days will be better than other days, but I will always post every day, at least Monday to Friday. That is my non-negotiable. I could definitely be doing better, but I could definitely be doing worse. So I'm quite happy with my pace at the minute, and I have just had a cold, so I'm not fully working today as I usually would be. Energy wise. So I'm going to just come up with a concept. I might bat ideas back and forth with Claude, but I'll probably just get paper and pen and start writing some ideas down. I'm about to set off for the very first event of this week, run by Ilaria. She is a productivity and systems consultant. So this event is all about working less by helping yourself with automation and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how I can work less as a solo entrepreneur and how these things I can put in place to help me and my business. I'm also running very late. I always run late and I really don't like it, but I am. So there's always time to vlog. I had to vlog and now I'm going to set off. I'm going to go and set off, see my friend, go and catch a train and go to the event. So we made it to the train station. We did. Just about on time. Actually, well early. We're early. And I thought I was running late. So we've got about 10 minutes to wait. We are on the way to Liverpool. How exciting.
To be inspired. I don't want this to be a passive event where you all sit down and you listen to what me and the speakers are going to tell you about without putting anything in practice. I don't want you to go home and then forget about everything. So please, ask questions, get involved, and let's reflect all together about how we can make this happen and work less.
Hi, my name is Ilaria Sambi. I am a productivity and efficiency and automation consultant, and I help business owners work less without earning less. If I had to give an advice to someone who's starting a business, I would start by saying to get really, really clear about why you are doing what you're doing. And what I mean is, do not let other people's history, other people's circumstances dictate how you're running your business. Your business is yours, and don't get influenced by other people. I know it's very, very hard. It's something that everybody tends to do, compare yourself with others and think that you are behind. But please stick to your own goals, your monetary goals, your life goals, and don't look at what everybody else is doing, because it's the fastest route to success.
Have you ever heard of the 5-hour day concept and theory? So it's actually proven, I'm not inventing it, that like working less is better. It's been proven times and times again that after 4 or 5 hours, our productivity drops. So there's really no point in scheduling 8 hours of focused work during the day, because you're not going to give 100% like you are in the first 3-4 hours.
So I have a thing that I say, AI will die. It's usually to get buy-in, it's to get a reaction. But the reason that I say that is I believe that every business, no matter what your opinion is of AI, you need to start considering it, you need to start thinking about it, you need to consider how you can use it within your business. My advice at the moment to my clients is don't spend any more money on SEO, start thinking about GEO, start thinking about how you are going to show up in AI search. As I say, I believe that websites are going to become the back door to your business, not the front door.
The thing that we're going to look at is actually look at the obstacles that might get in the way of you implementing what you need to do. So a huge part of my job as a project manager was looking at risks and issues. What might go wrong and how do we mitigate against that? And that's one of the things that we can do, because our brain doesn't like uncertainty. So when we come across a challenge, it goes, I don't know what to do with this, and then we don't do anything with it. If we can preempt what we might face and think about how we would overcome it, then we increase our likelihood of success.
Hello everyone, I am back from the event, the very first event of the week, which was all about using automation and making our life a little bit easier so we can work less. So there was little different things in there, different kind of strategies, like making sure you're time blocking, making sure you're prioritizing, but also a lot of information on AI and automation. So this is some of the stuff that I'm probably going to start really investing my time into, especially 2026 now, April currently. We need to really educate ourselves as much as we can on using AI so that we can progress and do less work. Let the AI do the stuff behind the scenes. A lot of the talks that I've listened to and a lot of the stuff I agree with is that AI should be the thing that is behind the business. So the thing that runs the automations, the thing that just ticks around in the background and does all the stuff that is not front of brand. So I'm still the creator, I'm still here writing the emails, but my AI will be there to really help make things a lot more smoother running in the background. So I'm going to do a lot of educating myself on AI. To be honest with you, I'm right at the start of my journey with AI. I know it's a minefield, but I need to get on it. I need to learn it. I need to just get on with the game. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, we'll see how that goes week in, week out. But to be honest with you, I'm absolutely shattered because last night I was up late. I've got this new course called My Instagram is Dead by Lindsay McGlone, and it is absolutely fantastic. I cannot put it down. So what you do when you do this course is you've got to implement the work. So I'm doing that, but I'm doing that at 11:30 at night. So I would definitely say do not do that. But as an entrepreneur, when you've got so much going on, and you're on your own, you sort of want to do everything in the day that's going to move the business forward to attract your clients, because finances and relationship building, all them nice things like that, visibility should be front of mind. And then the education side of things is a thing that I like to wind down my night with. So that's what I'm doing, but it's keeping me awake at night because there's implementation as well. But that's fine. I'm sure I'll sleep early tonight because I'm really tired. Morning, it's Wednesday and I'm kicking off the day straight away with just getting stuff done. I know I'm away tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go all in on making sure that everything is done today that needs to be done and just focusing and doubling down on that. I need to get better at scheduling. Like, that is just something that I really am not blocking out enough time for. Time blocking, haha. So that's something I need to get better at. But saying that, I do just get on with the work. So I'm just about to send an email out to the membership, because I've got a membership call today. And I've also got about 3 or 4 one-to-one clients. So we're going to kick that off in about half an hour. I like to prepare before each call. So I'll do a little bit like half an hour at the minute before each call, just really fleshing out what they need from me, and then coming with stuff rather than saying, hey, what would you like today? I do say that, but I have plans for them if they don't know what they want. So hopefully they know what they want, but if not, I've got a backup. So that's my day. My hair's a little bit messy today, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna get on with it. And you know what the beautiful thing about where we are right now is that people want us to just talk to them like we're their mates, like we're just someone giving them some advice and just being us, because that's the thing that's going to stop us from scrolling. Instagram used to be such a place where perfectionism and looking good was anything aesthetically pleasing caught us, but now we're bored of that, we're fed up of that. We want to listen to the people that just get us and understand us, and it's what you're saying, not how you're looking and how you're being. Yeah, there'll be a visual element in there that hooks us in, but maybe it's the fact that you're just chatting to us without your hair done on the sofa, just talking to us like a human, seeing us for the first time, that hooks us in. Only you can talk about you, only you can talk about your lived experience, and only you can talk about how you think and how you react to things in your industry. How you help people is the only way that you help people. Yes, you've got the same skill set someone else might have, but you've got the way you do it. First of all, we need to put a call to action in your content. So when it comes to you want to promote stuff that you're selling, just comment the word one below if you're interested in working with me one-to-one after you've delivered your content. So they'll know there, okay, I've got to do this if I want to work one-to-one. We can also pop something in your bio so it's super clear for anyone that just clicks on your page and knows they want to work with you. We can create either a landing page, or we can just say, put a little message about DM if you want to work one-to-one or you want to hear about one-to-one. We have just finished the membership call. We are about to jump onto our last one-to-one client of the day. And then I've got a meeting with the mastermind that I'm part of. It's called Journeys to Six Figures, run by Matt Hall, who's been my business coach from day one. And he's just incredible at delivering the value. And he's going to help us get to 6 figures. I mean, we've got to do the work, but he'll give us the tools and the strategy and introduce us to things like podcast experts, introduce us to things like Facebook ad experts. We've got loads of really cool in-person days that we've been going to this year. I'll take you along on the next one, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, we do these calls once a month where we get useful information, advice, all the normal stuff you'd expect, but also it's a chance to get some good coaching whilst we're on the call. And usually I'm pretty good at just knowing what to do and just doing it, and not necessarily asking questions, because I don't like to waste a question, if that makes sense. So I have actually got questions tonight, so I'm going to put my questions to Matt and get some clarity and focus and move forward from there. But first, it's time to do the one-to-one call. And drop me a comment below. Have you ever done one-to-ones? How do you find one-to-ones? I know that it's not most intelligent thing to do with your time, but it's the best thing that's going to build you up and strengthen you as a coach and make you the best that you can be. When you can teach what you know and you can teach it to a variety of people and you can help people get results, that's when you can really just have a great armor. You can become the best. You can become the best of the best. I don't know if that makes sense. My brain is absolutely frazzled. I'm just going to go and going to do this one-to-one. And then we're going to do the Journeys to Six Figures call. Sometimes I like to plug my mic in so that I feel like I'm a podcaster. There is a podcast coming. That is something I'm definitely going to be doing. Oh, that was a horrible noise. But for now, I'm just using this on my laptop to enhance my natural tone. We've got one last one-to-one of the day, and then we've got a call with the mastermind that I'm part of, Journeys to Six Figures. We've done so much, which in itself, you just need to recognize that, wow, we should really just take a moment to say, look how much we've done in less than 7 days. Good morning, everyone. It is the morning of the day I'm going to the second event of the week. It is currently 5:25 in the morning. I got up at 4:45 and I'm surprised that I'm ready on time, which is something that I'm very, very happy about and proud of myself for doing. So we're going to set off on the train and go to Gina Trick's event, which is standing out in a crowded marketplace. They are a very good panel of speakers today. I'm excited for this event. I've not been to it before, so it should be nice to see some new faces that I've not mingled with. And hey, we might even see some people that we know that we don't expect to be there, so that'll be a nice surprise if we do. Last night I had the Journeys to Six Figures call, and it was the part of the mastermind I'm part of, and it was really good to get really super clear and also just to be truthful and honest at where I am right now and what I really want to change. And I just sort of aired that out and I got pushed in the right direction, which is the direction I wanted to go in, which I'm very happy about. Sometimes you just need to voice what it is that's on your mind and get clarity through other people's opinions. So that was good. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I know what I need to do in my business now. But let me take you to the event today. I hope you enjoy it. And yes, I will be back here, but I will be travelling in time because I will be on the train and all that whilst you're just a second away. And then we're there. Right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to take you on the event, and I'll see you in the next little clip. Made it on time. And the sun has risen, and it's not even 6 o'clock. No, it's just gone 6 o'clock. Let's get a train. Beat it! We're here. So we've just stopped off for some breakfast. I've got a ham and cheese croissant and some water, and I met Caroline in the station. And she's got a coffee and, in case you want to know, a pan of chocolate. So we have made it to the event. We are going to be up there and we're going to enter down here. There we go, bit of graffiti on the wall, bit of art deco like that. Let's go in. Vlogging.
Right, I'm hoping there's food up there.
Oh, got a bag.
We need to listen to that because there's a reason that we're reacting in the way that we are. So if you feel excited, it's probably because it's in alignment with you. It feels good. There's a reason for that initial excitement, but we also have to think, is it shiny object syndrome? We have to be, the logic has to come afterwards. So the amount of times I go, oh my God, this is amazing, and then afterwards you're like, actually. So listen to that excitement, but question it. If you feel any resistance, it's probably because it's a bit of a mismatch for you, and it doesn't quite line up for you. And if you start overthinking things, there's a conflict in it somewhere. So if you think, oh my God, this is exciting, and then afterwards you start overthinking it before you're putting it into progress, then you know that there's something out of whack.
Sana, I don't want to be featured in the Daily Mail, and I get it. But it's not about where you want to be seen, it's about who needs to see you and where are they already hanging out. And again, when I work with clients, it's about understanding you. Who are your clients? They are driving this bus. It's niche publications. You want the credibility pieces, you want to be on This Morning Sofa, you want to be in the Daily Mail because you are getting reach. But it's the niche publications where people are going to put their hand up and say, I've been looking for you for so long and I didn't know how to find you.
So this is the 4-part process. We always start with attention, okay? If nobody knows you exist, all right, and then nothing else really matters. Yeah, it is about visibility. People need to know you exist. Gina just said, right, you literally just said, look, I've been doing this 7 years, but nobody really knows who I am. That's a visibility problem, isn't it? Yep. Yeah? Right, so we need to fix that first, otherwise you're not going to grow your revenue, okay? Visibility is the starting point of every single sale, okay? Attention isn't about posting more, it's about being seen by the right people. We're going to talk about PR, didn't we? Where's the lady that did? Yeah, right? So you were talking about being seen by the right people, weren't you? Yeah? It's not about as many people as you want, okay? It's about the right people. So how do we go from inconsistent leads to predictable inquiries? All right. We want to choose one platform, one key message, and we probably want to post 3 to 4 times a week.
So that is my week in business. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. But I found this week very fun. I really enjoyed it. The week seemed to be very long. I went to 2 different networking events, and from these events I made new connections, and what I really understood was when I went to the second event, my confidence was quite low, and when I went there I acted as if my confidence was quite low. So when I look back on the outside, when I was getting the train home, I was thinking, you know what, I deserve to be in this room. And through acting like my confidence was low, I felt like I let myself down. So I've decided that I am confident and that I do deserve a place in them rooms. But it was fantastic. Like, I was sat around having drinks with people who earn millions. And I'm here, little Jen, starting out a business in personal branding, just sat around this table drinking a cocktail, and it was the best experience. But from that I found out that, you know what, people are just as normal as me. They've just put the work in to get where they are, and there's no difference between us. They've just put the work in. So I'm not saying I want to be a millionaire in anything, but what I am saying is that I just need to recognise that I deserve to be where I am right now, and I'm on my journey, and they were there in my position at some point. So there are my thoughts from the week. Next week is all about one-to-ones. We've got an event that we're going to, AdCon in London, for a couple of days. And yeah, I just want to book 5 more one-to-one clients. So I want May, we're coming to the end of April now, I want May to be full of one-to-one work. One-to-one is something I really want to grow and expand in, and really just get myself growing at the best that I can through doing work one-to-one, getting the results. Teaching is the best way to learn yourself, so teaching what I know, learning new things through working through individuals, and booking some more clients. And then I've got big plans for the rest of the year, but one-to-ones is something I'm going to double down on for the next couple of months, which I'm super excited for. So I'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and also leave me a comment below and let me know how was your week in business. Right, much love to you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.